Welcome to today's episode. It's called Fitness Beyond the Gym, and we are going to talk about handball as part of fitness beyond the gym. And today we have a guest, anaitwa Radzi Stower. He's a handballer playing for Rwanda Police, handball in Rwanda. Amekuwa my best friend. Tumegrow na yeye through campus, nilimwona akijoin. Alikuwa captain wangu, tumetrain pamoja, tumecheza na yeye club handball, tumecheza tournaments, and here we are. We want to have a conversation about how fitness and handball relate, and anything that will come to be part of the episode. Now, Radzi Stower, karibu sana kwa Active Plan.
Shukran.
Yes, it's been ni kitu yenye nimekuwa nikitamani sana kufanya, na the fact that you are here, I'm so happy, and I want to welcome you for taking your time to be part of this story. Na ningependa tu kujua some few things about wewe, maybe if you can introduce yourself and tell us who you are as Radzi Stower.
Okay, hi guys, my name is Radzi Stower. Play for Rwanda Police Handball Club in Rwanda, and my teammate here, Chekai, we've come a long way, and it's all been about pushing ourselves, passion and commitment, and always rooting it out to God every other time, and I'm glad to be here. Let's do this.
Sawa. Hey, kaka, sasa now that you are a handballer, najua that ulikuwa Msingu, umekuwa from Msingu, you came to JKUAT.
Yeah.
What was your first contact with handball, and could you please explain the feeling or how it felt?
Okay.
Your first contact with handball.
Yeah, so it comes back before high school. In primary, I studied in Zoya Sugar, and there we used to have handball, very good handball.
Yes.
But I wasn't playing. I was a fan. Yeah, actually, in the whole of my primary, I never did anything about sports. It was music festival. After that, when I joined high school, I came along these guys who were playing, and I was trying. The first week, I joined, and I'm seeing a lot of sports, and I want to see something. And I found the guys who were playing in primary school. The captain calls me and, hey, come and play with us. And from that day,
Yes,
I have never looked back. I've just been progressing slowly by slowly every other time.
now that uliamua kujoin kucheza handball, your experience, like ni nini ilikupush ukajoin handball? Najua Msingu is a big school na iko na so many sports. Why did you decide that una choose handball ama una pursue handball?
Other sports, I think handball, there's a way handball is good. When you get the ball, your teammates are there, you don't have to pass long balls or run so hard over 90 meters or something on the pitch. You just have to play within the 40 and 20 meters. For me, it was a bit better because I don't have to use a lot of that energy and stuff, because I'm able to pass the ball here and talk to my teammate who is close here rather than shouting to a guy almost 40 meters away.
By the way, at that point, unajua handball ni sport yenye ina involve like you are wase mnaenda ku attack, ni nyinyi wase mnaenda ku defend. So nyinyi the six guys mnacheza, ni nyinyi ndio mko involved, you are part of the sport. So I think it's something that kwa closer na wase inakusaidia ku communicate.
Yeah, communication and also the connection.
So mimi personally, on my end, reason niliamua kujoin handball ilikuwa ni from our school kulikuwa na so many sports, na some of the people wenye walikuwa wanacheza handball, we had someone like Sibor, you know Sibor. Kulikuwa na msi anaitwa Emmanuel Murangeri, kulikuwa na Kevin Thuku, mse David Thuku, mse alikuwa Kenya One. So I'll say kuna Smith Mbongo. The reason niliamua kujoin sports at high school level ilikuwa ni the fact that nilikuwa na feel ni kama handball is a brilliant sport. Na wasi wenye wanacheza handball walikuwa wase wa bright, so nikakuwa like let me be there, hata maybe
be part of the story.
Inaweza nisaidia niko bright. Na I think in the long run nilimanage kuwa bright na nikacheza handball, and nikatoka hapo mazee. Kutoka high school, I had a very successful career in high school. I don't know on your end how your success story in the initial stages of handball were.
It was good. I played with some guys who are now playing for Sirius and other big teams, and others have been the Kenya national team. And so yeah, it was good. We never went to the nationals, but from there the regionals were very tough and everything else. But when I came to campus, now the story was different, because right now I had that freedom of now going for everything at a higher level, and from there I never looked back.
I remember nikiwa kampo, I mean nikiwa high school wasenyo walikuwa wanacheza handball. Most of the time tulikuwa tunaongelea those western teams. Mimi nilisoma mangu, so wase kutoka central wanasema ni wase wa mchele. But wase walikuwa wanacheza in those schools. Kuna Kimilili, kuna Msingu. Every time wase walikuwa wanakuwa encountered at national level. Most of them, like most of the time the western schools was in a Caribbean day. So nilikuwa nasikia ile time yenye mnaenda kucompete sasa to get that team yenye inaenda national. Unapata that mazi hiyo competition ilikuwa tough to the extent that hata kabla ufike regionals unapata that msee mwenye ako number 2 ama kwa county akikuja this other side anaweza tumaliza vibaya sana. So
not even having number 3 4 5
yeah, so I think najua ni tough, but the fact that uliamua ku carry this career into JKUAT into campus, it was a good experience. Na ningependa kujua sasa, I think you joined JKUAT in 2017, right? How was your first contact with handball in JKUAT? Sasa toa ile unajua in high school hata ukifanya contact sana unapanishiwa, but sasa in campus now it is tough. How was it for you?
First, my story is very funny. When I joined JKUAT, I never finished my registration the first week, but on Monday, it was on a Monday. So on a Monday I went and checked, the line was big, so I decided I'll come next time. I'll come maybe on a Friday or Thursday. So I went to look for handball court.
Yes.
I met the captain with the ball on the road, and I was like, "You play handball?" "Yeah." "So you take me to the field," and I'm the captain, so I told him, "Okay, I'm gonna follow you." So from there I went, so the field, met the players, and the next day I was there training. And the first weekend we have the first match. It's a derby against Kenyatta University, against St. Paul's, and I'm told, "You're gonna play. You're gonna play right now." I was like, "Hey, I'm a freshman. I can't just come and join the team and start playing." But it was there. I played well, and from there I never looked back, and the journey was good. But the handball in campus and high school is a bit different, because in campus you just play flawless handball, but when you come to campus you have to play something that is constructed, or there is a script or something. Like there are plays that unite you as a team.
Yes.
So both defense
moves and systems.
Yeah, systems. Both defense and offense. You have to play the systems, because the systems make you a good team compared to everyone going individual as compared to high school.
Na nakumbuka mimi the first game yenye nilicheza campus tulikuwa tunacheza na Kenyatta University. At that time kusa ya Nairobi ilikuwa one, haikuwa divided as it is now. Na nikiwa nacheza nilikuwa wing. Nikiwa wing mazi niko defense hapo, Murangiri yako hapo, niko na Pontius yako hapo. Then there is this guy anaitwa Clinton. Clinton akakuja mazi, mimi niko wing, sasa najiona mimi ni MC, niko kwa starting 7. Mazi akakuja akanifake chacha. Wing mazi, sasa alifungia 0 anga mimi fake, mimi nimekimbia huko akafunga. So I don't know, how was your first game in campus?
The first game was successful, because I was playing at the wing, at the left wing, and I managed to score at least. I was the top scorer of that game, and I was doing a lot of good things that the winger doesn't do. So from there I was told, "You're not a winger anymore in this team. You have now to move to the backcourt play." My type of play wasn't for a winger, it was for a person who can create and do a lot of stuff.
Ulikuwa right wing, see?
Right wing.
I remember right wing. Right wing, mostly the people who play huko ni wasi left-handed, and this guy is a right-handed guy. So kupata that unajipata unacheza hiyo side na ni wing, so lazima inahitaji so much adjustment ndio uweze kucheza huko.
Sure.
I remember the first time ball ilikufikia ulirarua shot ingine hapo kwa chuma papa so like mseba with this kind of shot sidhani kama inaweza deserve kuwa uko wing. You are good up to be a right back. So I remember those days. I think they are good memories. Now in the first year of campus mimi 2017 nilikuwa third year. I remember kulikuwa na some offload ya most of our major players. Kuna Dani Rungu, kuna Pontius Ojo, kuna Emmanuel Murangeri. Hao sio walitoka wote na we had to step up as a team. Wale wase tulibaki mimi, wewe, Edgar. Kulikuwa na nani anaitwa Jekton. And at this time hatuko tunajua the dynamics of handball per se. And we were looking for a captain. And apparently you stepped up to be the captain. Who say aliamua kwa captain at
1.2
first year mzee akawa captain wetu. How was that, and how has that shaped you into the person that you are? The fact that we take on responsibility at a very young period in your career.
Sometimes when you put yourself responsibilities like that, is a big thing. You're putting yourself a heavy load on your shoulder, but you have to be able to be that person, that mentality, to be able to just push it and see what happens next. But when you are goal driven and everything else, when you get that leadership role or something, you're just gonna perform. And I was also going to be a role model, and I saw other people do the same in my shoes. So I was only gonna do something less than what they were doing. So but I love the cooperation from the teammates. They overlooked the issue for age and everything else, but they were there. If you're gonna do it, then you're following you in that same direction, and you're gonna achieve it as a team.
I understand kulikuwa na a period during that time kwa first year. The team was wide. Na ilibidi tumedivide team kwa na tuliform micro team, 2 teams actually. Na I think ilikuwa inatusaidia in terms of competition. Kulikuwa na hulabalu na OG. Na ilikuwa a lot of rivalry na tulikuwa tunapigana hadi mazoezi ilikuwa ni vita. Na I think ilitu groom into a very strong team at that time. Now as a leader now, as the captain, how are you approaching that period of time yenye wase wenye walikuwa kwa hulabalu walikuwa na feel ni kama hawa belong kwa sababu maybe kuja kwa main game unapata that most players wenye walikuwa wanaanza ni wenye walikuwa kwa OG. Na sasa hawa si wa hulabalu wakikuja tuanze ku train wana feel ni kama tunakuwa sidelined. So handleaje hiyo situation?
So one thing I have learned about handball is that no team is ever gonna have I think all the sports, every sports, everywhere, every team, every club, every national team, players, they will never be on the same level. And when you realize that every other team has to have the best team to start, you have to have the best team to start. So when you find the best team, you have to make sure this best team connects mentally, like everything else. They are going for the same goals and everything else, so you have to do that. So that's why when we decide to separate the 2 teams, you realize we are building a culture for the first 7 and these other guys. So these other guys have to work to really push hard to be able to step up. So I think that was a very good move for us to be able to have that strong team, the strong team that is willing to perform. And you've seen the results over the years.
Just to take us back kidogo, 2017 bado ukiwa first year tukiwa na these elder guys tulienda tournament fulani they could and hapo huko captain tulikuwa bench actually the whole tournament.
I was sitting on the grass.
We won that tournament, but experience ilikuwa ni mazee wewe unakaa bench.
Yeah, I know.
I think
game ikaribia kuisha,
hapo ndo
unaingia pale unaambiwa you have to shoot that ball.
Yeah.
You shoot, you score. Okay,
yeah.
That's really good.
Well, I think pia hiyo the fact that ulikuwa around at that time ilikuwa inakusaidia ku build your leadership
and also a bit of
status,
patience, because you know my time is going to come and I just have to work really hard so that next time when my time comes I have to really make up for all this time yenye nimekuwa pale seeing those people play.
Nice. Sasa kuna so many tournaments zenye tumeenda na wewe tukiwa JKUAT. Tulienda Eldoret, tulienda
Machakos, tumeenda Uganda, tumeenda Mombasa, Malindi,
tumeenda TZ, Malindi. Tumeenda in so many areas.
Western.
Tumetembea in very many places with you as my teammate. Na kuna so many memories zenye tume-create. I'll just take an example. I think I'll take 2 examples. For example, tukiwa Machakos, kuna sasa KUSA ni University Games na kuna National League. We were playing for Buccaneers pamoja at that time. And then tukiwa huko tulikuwa na game yenye ilikuwa na determine kama tutakuwa the top 6 yenye that would allow us to get to play the playoffs. Tukiwa huko mimi wewe na Jector na Joroge tukaanza kupigwa simu kuja but we did not manage to go. Tukasema tutabaki hapa tushinde hii tournament na JKUAT. And nakumbuka tulingangana mpaka tukashinda hiyo tournament and it was one of the greatest feelings zenye tuli have, the fact that tuli forego a certain goal to achieve this goal.
Yeah, and you remember before that in that same tournament in Machakos, JKUAT was supposed to play a National League game against Strathmore. The same day, and for us we told ourselves we're in the finals. Why are we gonna forfeit this cup while we can win it? So let these young guys go and play their game for us to stick here and win this trophy.
Yeah, but I think at that point ili call for leadership, because when these guys wenye walikuwa JKUAT waliondoka wakienda, what happened was tulibaki wase kama 7
exactly, with one substitution.
And tukiwa kwa game tukacheza, mse mmoja I think alikatika kidole hivi, so ikavutwa hivi karudishwa. But overall hiyo experience ili tusaidia ku set hiyo kind of leadership kwa team. And then now ilisaidia ku build up to the next tournaments, because kuna vitu zenye tulishinda baadaye, kama tulienda Malindi tukashinda, and Mombasa. I think Mombasa pia tulienda tukashinda, au tulikuwa position 2 in Mombasa. So these conversations, this kind of things ilitusaidia sana ku that yes, you are a leader, and as a leader you have to lead from the front. There are some things zenye inabidi umeforfeit just for the sake of the team. Una forfeit some things for the sake of the team. So yeah, I think zile experiences zenye tume have growing up in handball. Kuna time venye tulijoin Buccaneers, hapo ndo tuli end up kuwa very close, mimi na wewe. And I remember tulianza ku train pamoja, the two of us. Tulikuwa tunatoka I think at least twice ama 3 times in a week. Tulikuwa tunaenda huko rugby pitch, tunapiga hiyo lap kubwa, tunapiga round kama 7
ya shushu.
Tukitoka 7 tunaenda tunaanza kuinua mawe, tuna sprint, tire, tuna flip. I remember tulikuwa tunafanya slides, unaenda slide, shuffle back and forth. Na this kind of spirit yenye tulikuwa nayo hiyo time ili to forge into some kind of a formidable pair at that time. The transition to Buccaneers ili tuli stand out sana kwa team. And I would like to ask you a question now concerning the same. Do you have nostalgic feelings about that kind of training? Juu tulikuwa tunafanya zoezi ukitoka huko mbaze umebeat man. So I don't know.
Yeah, because right now where I am and where you are, we always project them looking backwards, because they usually say if you want to understand where you are right now, you have to connect the dots looking backwards. So there are those things that we are doing back there that have slowly molded us and guided us to this path where we are and this position currently.
Yes.
I have to give more gratitude to that period.
Yes.
Yeah, we never used to access the gyms and stuff. We were just using the local materials and equipments available. Yeah, but you can see I miss those trainings because they hardened us. We were able to play a game for 60 minutes without really looking our heads down, saying you're tired or something, because the mind has trained, the body is ready, and everything else is willing to follow that. Yeah, I miss that.
And I think the journey that you are in right now inakuwa attributed to those moments.
Yeah.
And also personally, I'm going to tell you my story before tumalize, but it also will happen through that experience that we have now. And through that period nakumbuka venye tulikuwa tuna train wawili, hata achana na hiyo yenye ilikuwa ni partial training. Tukikuja kwa team training, we normally had this moment yenye yes, tukikuja tunakuja zoezi wawili wa kwanza tunafanya one on one, but before tufanye one on one maybe wewe unafanya sprints zako, unakuwa umepitia gym, mimi nakuja nafanya sprints, nafanya push ups, nafanya hizo shuffles peke yangu, then ndo wase wengine by the time wanakuja sisi tushafanya one on one, tusha shoot. And I think ilitusaidia sana kufika kwenye tumefika.
Sure.
And I would like you to tell us how was your transition from the university handball to club game?
Wow, okay. So university, ever since I joined JQuat and going through all that with you together, all the games and everything else, we love the game. We are committed to the game, and the game comes before anything else. And when we are in the game, we give 100%. We always play for the badge. So there in JQuat, we are there with you, playing those hard games, always carrying the team on the shoulders. Until the time has to come out, you have to bow out and say, my time in JQuat is over, and I have to up the scores and go even better. So from there, I joined Buccaneers. Buccaneers, I think, was my first club after JQuat. Yeah. So when I went to Buccaneers, it was all good because I was playing with the same guys I was playing with. So it gets easier. So from Buccaneers, I have to make a decision. I move to General Service Unit. It just gets a little bit ishy, but along the way, I have to leave and come back to play for Black Mamba. So from Black Mamba to Equity, and again playing with you there in Equity, and we are winning and everything else. It just gets a little good, and from university to club, I think the transition was a bit smooth because we had played those tough games. We played against those clubs, so we were able to be at par with those clubs and what club level demands. And,
so I think mimi transition yangu haikuwa kama yako, but it was more or less a smoother path.
Sure.
Because nakumbuka vinyo tulitoka Buccaneers on our way to wewe to GSU, mimi to Sirius. You had a rough stint at GSU. Kukakuwa na some issues, then you moved from GSU to Black Mamba. Mimi nilitoka Buccaneers at the end of the season, nikaenda Sirius. I think hiyo rough stint pia on your end sijui iliku-impact aje?
About that, when I was at GSU, things were a little bit tough. I wasn't really playing a lot as I was used to, and when I play or not playing a lot, then definitely there's something. It's not that you're always on the wrong sometimes. It's just maybe the coach doesn't really trust you, or he hasn't put himself to trust you. Until so now you have to leave, go somewhere else. So I leave from GSU to go to Black Mamba. There I get the coach and the team and everything else is good, and they want you there, they want you to play. But it was good. At Black Mamba we went there for the Super Cup the same season after I left GSU, and we drew with them to knock them out of the Super Cup to go and play in the semi-finals. From there, that season I was going to play with Black Mamba, but Equity came and offered me a deal, and I had to leave. And from Equity I've achieved a lot of stuff before you came with us to join us, and I was so happy when I heard you were coming, because I realized now I'm going to play with this other guy I've been playing with all my handball career in JQuat and Buccaneers and stuff. So it's going to be good, because you're bringing in another fighter just to make sure that everything else goes straight.
I feel honored for that. Nakumbuka mimi now this is my story. After nimetoka Buccaneers, I joined the National Cereals and Produce Board, NCPB Handball. They were the defending champions that season, and the period that I had my season at Buccaneers ilikuwa better. Mimi na wewe, I think we had a very good season tukiwa Buccaneers. So wale teammates nilikuwa nao at Buccaneers walinisaidia kuget hiyo call up ya Cereals. And when I went to Cereals, nakumbuka tukacheza Eastern and Central African Championship, ilikuwa hapo Nyayo. Na tulishinda. I had a very good tournament that time. And the following year, nakumbuka we had a national team call up, of which niliitwa. There were 2 tournaments. Kulikuwa na AFCON yenye ilikuwa inafanyika Egypt, na kulikuwa na All African Games zilikuwa zinafanyika Ghana. So I think hiyo stint yenye nilikuwa nayo at Cereals, just kuingia hivi then tukacheza vizuri, tukashinda ICAF, nilishinda, nikaitwa hiyo call up. The first time nilikuwa nimepata injury ya kidole, so sikumanage kwenda hiyo Egypt. But after nimeheal.
Sasa poleni kunasi.
Hey, sorry guys, kulikuwa na some technical issues zenye zimehappen hapo. Sorry for the break. But let us continue. Now, tulikuwa tunaongelea about the injury yenye ilinifanya nisimanage kwenda Egypt for the national team call up. But by the time we were going to Ghana, nilikuwa niko sawa, and I got that chance kwenda ku represent Kenya in Ghana, of which it is a very big honor. And I think I attribute this to the exercises zenye tulikuwa tunafanya na Radzi, hiyo growth, hiyo commitment yenye tulikuwa nayo mpaka kufika hapo, ndio ilinifanya nikapata hiyo call up. I think from this, mimi nilikuwa na feel kama ile ukiwa na msee ni kama ni accountability partner. Ile mwenye anakuambia mazee twende hivi jipush. Kama unacheza kwa game anakuambia mazee wacha tufanye hivi, fanya hivi. Because I remember there is this time tukichezanga Buccaneers, what we normally used to do was you would attack. Most of the time I would initiate the attack on my end, and then wewe kazi yako ikakuwa ni kufinish. And then when it got to a point where you feel like I was tired, the whole dynamic of the play would have changed, in that attack inaanza kwako inakuja inaishia huko, so kumaliza inakuwa easier. So I think that kind of coordination and understanding of each other ilitusaidia sana kufika hapo kwenye tulifika. Now ningependa tuongelea about Equity. After nimetoka Cereals, tulishinda hiyo league, and then I came to Equity. And after the national league kuna kuanga na Super Cup, which involves 6 teams, and we played as Equity na tukashinda pamoja. Then later on tukapata chance ya kwenda Rwanda for Rwanda Genocide Tournament. Tukacheza and tukashinda. I'm so proud of that. Na at this point yenye tulienda Rwanda, that was like hiyo ni the opener ya Radzi kupata chance ya kucheza for Rwanda Police. Na ningependa tu kukuuliza, like, how has been the transition from Equity to Rwanda?
Yeah. So yeah, as you guys have heard, me and Chikai, we played with Equity Bank in May in Genocide Memorial Handball, and we won. And yeah, from there I was in the All-Star team as the best right back. Got signed with the Rwanda National Police Handball Club, and right now is good. But it's a bit hard because here in Kenya I was playing semi-professional handball with Equity Bank, but now I've transitioned to full professional handball, and it's a little bit hard because you have to now put yourself in a full professional mode, because you realize the coach, the technical staff, and every other person on the team is gonna be on you every other time. What you are doing, they are looking what you are doing, how you are doing it, and the improvement, the performance on and off the court, the discipline and everything else. So you realize you have now to swing into a different level. But I'm trying to adapt, and it's gonna be good. It's a new environment, new team, new players, new coach, new style of play, but at the same time, when you want something, you just have to find a way. And right now if the higher the risk, the higher the reward. So we just have to keep pushing, and I'm glad it all came through the guys that I know and the best team around in Kenya, Equity Bank.
So I'm so proud of you, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
The first time niliona umeambiwa hey bro kuja Rwanda, I remember having that conversation. And I was there telling you, bro, this is one in a lifetime opportunity. Kikuja, you never know, you are getting old, blah blah blah. You'll never get such a chance tena huko unazeeka. So I was so proud and happy for you that ulipata hiyo chance ya kwenda. And all the best. Najua pia it is offering you so many opportunities. For example, unaweza pata chance ya kucheza in the African competition. It might offer you a chance for national team call-up, of which I'm also praying for you. Pate your feeling as it's not easy kupata msee mwenye ana represent Kenya. I normally think it in this context. Kenya iko na wasi
wengi,
wasi almost 40 million. And out of the 40 million, you are one out of 40 million. What are the chances that you can get that? It's so hard. It's so hard to be there, and when you get it where your badge you could represent a country, it's a very big honor. And I'm praying for you and vouching for you. I understand that easy games itachezwa Rwanda, so once you are there, I'm so sure you'll be.
I know,
feeling like you are home.
It might not work well when I'm not there, because that's where I'm playing right now, and it feels like it's my home. So if I don't feature there, I'm gonna have to come for holidays. I can't sit there. I
want you to be there. I understand you go kama fan. I'm so proud of you. I'm vouching for you. Ningependa tu kuuliza, maybe another thing is about the personal growth and challenges that you have had. Maybe in the transition as an athlete, handball, challenges gani umeface? Injuries, hiyo najua as a handball player, there is this time when you get to a point umecheza game and you perform vibaya au umeperform vibaya, unajipata mazee unajikili wewe mwenyewe, unasema ningefanya nini. I remember when we were in Rwanda playing the genocide, kuna hii game ya tukicheza na ngome. I think it was one of the easiest games yenye tulicheza. And au kumanage kufunga. This guy was my roommate. Venye tulikuja kwa room, this guy was emotional. Hataki kuniongelesha, ama akiniongelesha tu hapa na my feelings.
You know,
and I tackled him right on, nikamwambia najua hujafunga naelewa that kitu yenye inakubona zaidi ni hujafunga. It does not take away from you. So naelewa hiyo feeling ya when that day when you have a bad day in office inakubondanga. So what are the challenges that you may face?
So let's go with that first, the one for Ngome. So the whole tournament I was averaging at least let me say 7.5 xg expected goals there. But now it reaches a game in quarterfinals, and it's the easiest game we played against Ngome. Now there I'm playing there 60 minutes, 0 scores. I come sit outside the bench for 15 minutes. I'm just looking at the Nini, thinking to myself, what is this? It's okay. Tomorrow we have a semi-finals against APR. Is a good side, so we have to push ourselves and see what happens. But I tell you, sports is not an easy thing, and I understand that's why a lot of athletes outside. I used to wonder why athletes are being paid a lot of money, but you understand the money comes with a lot of sacrifice, like mental, physical, and just everything else that comes with a human being. And there's something we call sports depression. A lot of people don't talk about it, and a lot of people might not know. People might see, Chekai, you're performing, Chekai, you're playing, Chekai, today you had a bad game, Chekai, tomorrow you had a good game. No one will say that. But when you are now back at home in your own house, and you're seated and things are getting a little bit worked out, and you're like, did I do that? I should have done that. I should have make that shot like this, or I should have defended like this. So there are those things, sports depression, and it usually comes with a lot of things. You ask yourself, are you really doing enough? Or it comes from burnouts. You are overworking, you are overtraining, you are everything else. Or maybe comes from underperforming. Am I really doing this? Will I? And also apart from that, self-belief. do I believe in myself? Am I really doing this? The confidence level. So there's a lot of things that comes with the disadvantages of being an athlete.
Yeah. So I think pia hiyo nini ya kujibonda after game. There is kuna tournament imechezwa juzi Super Cup. I had one of the worst tournaments in my life. Nothing was working and nimetoka huko nimekuja home mazina najiuliza maybe I think I should just quit handball kama hata sisaidii team. Kwa hapo najibonda. Naenda training, there is this guy anakuja ananiambia wewe chekai uliisha bana. Chekai uliisha. Wewe hata bana wewe huwezi sahi bana wewe uliisha venye ulikuwa serious ndio ulikuwa unacheza wewe uliisha. So hizo vitu sasa zinaendelea kunibonda zaidi, but I know like as an athlete unakuanga na hiyo self evaluation na lazima tu ukuwe nayo at a personal level. So of course you always come back stronger and hizo stuff they are part of the sport. Sijui how you handle injuries maybe.
So I got an injury. I think it was part of last year and it was a finger injury actually, and it was never healed. Here this one you see is a bit like this here. So I made peace with it. I'm trying to sometimes the pain comes and it's like it just goes to square zero where it was, but I have to try protect it, handle it. So I told myself I'll go for surgery after I quit playing, but if I go for surgery now, it might take me a long time to come back and play. And when you take a long time out, coming back and getting to where you are it might take a long period of time. So I decided, if it's working for me right now, then you go with it. But injuries are one of the things that I hate the most, and you can always prevent something, but sometimes when it comes with like you had not looked up for it, but you can protect yourself in other situations.
Yes.
Others you can't, because the way they happen is a little bit trickier.
Now thank you for that story. The handball story is quite fascinating. Tukianza kuongea inaweza take even a whole day. Tukianza kugusia hizo kila tournament, kila kitu, every detail.
It's been long.
It's too much. But now handball and fitness. To play handball you have to be fit. Handball actually is the second fastest game in the world after ice hockey. So for you to operate at this level of intensity, you need to be fit. And fitness in this case inakuja through so many things. You have to be mentally fit, you have to be physically fit, you have to be emotionally fit, you have to be socially fit, because handball is a team sport. So I think fitness and handball, they are part and parcel. How do you approach fitness in handball?
For me, I'll say this: I love fitness, because fitness, when you are fit, you are able to do a lot of things, and fitness comes with agility, endurance, strength, conditioning. All those things are under fitness, and you cannot be a perfect player in any other sport without fitness. So I attribute that for every player, you have to incorporate fitness as on your menu, daily menu or weekly, whichever. You have to do that, because from there you can be able to do things that professional athletes and elite athletes usually do. Fitness and handball, fitness and any other sport, they go hand to hand. It's not it's a two-way thing actually. When you train well, you're able to play well. When you train well, you have strength, you have conditioning, you have agility, you're able to play well. Without all of that, that's where now elite teams usually beat these other amateur teams and stuff.
Hapo tu kwa fitness bado. I understand you love gym work, you love working out, you love doing runs, you love like you are active, and from the active clan, that is one of our philosophies where you have to be active. How has gym life been for you? How has gym life?
To be honest, I'll tell you this. There's no single day, there's no single week that has passed without me getting myself into the gym. And sometimes it comes with burnouts. When I feel myself I'm burnout, I avoid gym, I go for runs. For me, if I sit without doing anything the whole day, the whole week, my dopamine levels usually there's something that's wrong. I might get even depressed. So I have to keep myself very active, either walking, running. If not doing that, I'm at the gym. If not, I'm not at the gym, I'm doing active rest where I'm just seated and watching something, keeping my mind.
Kuna time yenye tulikuwa Equity, there is this guy anaitwa Lagat.
Yes.
He's a strength and conditioning coach. This guy is very intense in his trainings, and you normally get a point whereby as a team before muingie hiyo session unapata wase yani wako zile za we can't do this but the moment you start the body just picks up and you start doing it. You do serious sprints, you do tire lifting, you do jumps, you do ball throwing and all those things. How do you balance the gym and aerobics? I know you've said that it's burnout, but now you are in a totally different team compared to Equity. Can you say that you have those moments where you have to balance gym and the aerobics for the physicality?
So like where now I am in Rwanda Police, usually we have a day for gym.
Yes.
And before any other workouts on the field, for every other day we have like 4 days of training, and within the 4 days of training we have a gym day. But the other 3 days are for ball walks. So before ball walks, you have to do the aerobics, because you can't just do gym. Gym is about strength, but depending on the exercise you're doing. But when now you get to the field, you have to do the aerobics, jumping, running, sprinting, stopping, acceleration, deceleration, all those, because those are the ones that now try to open up your muscles and keep your body there. So
Plyometrics.
Plyometrics.
I know you love plyometrics. I've trained with you and you love plyometrics. How do you feel about it, plyometrics, and with relation to the gym, with relation to handball? Because in handball, kuna hiyo fake, you have very sudden and powerful movements that you make as a player. How do you take for plyometrics?
For any other player who wants to be explosive, and handball is a bit more explosive game. You have to make those fast short sprints and deceleration, acceleration, change of direction, and it involves a lot of your body, every other muscle on your body, because when you're gonna run, you change direction, you use hands and everything else. So you have to be able to generate a small enough force, but on a very short time. So like if I have to sprint there, I have to generate enough force to there. I have to generate enough jump force to go up within a short period of time. So plyometrics are the best exercise for that. That's why for me I can't skip that.
So in short, you are saying that handball, fitness, gym, they are one
thing actually. You can't, like, for you to be exceptional player, you have to be able to do that. But if you just want to be an average player, a normal player that every people will be there and they just be watching you, you have to be that player who steps on the court and players are like, wow, today we have to play against that guy. That guy is this and this and this, he can be able to do this and this, and we've seen him do this this other period. But how does he manage to do this? Why is he so different? It's because behind the scenes, this guy is doing something that we are not doing. That's the difference between elite players and these other players.
Thank you for that, and I wanted to ask you about there is this kid somewhere that desires to play for Equity Bank. There is this player that desires to play for JQuat. There is this kid somewhere that desires to play for Rwanda Police, and there is someone somewhere who wants to play for the national team. What advice would you give them?
First and foremost, I'll talk about self-belief. Any other person here outside here, we are gifted in different ways. We are gifted in different strength, height, body size, speed, brilliance. But it all comes down to self-belief. You can have all that, but now when you don't believe in yourself, you are not able to bring that out. So if you're not able to bring that out, every other person will be seeing you and be seeing you as average player and everything else. So for me, that has been the biggest factor. There's a point back there I used to believe in myself, but along the way, either the coach, the player next to you, your teammate, they do something or they say something that makes you now lose that self-belief. So when you hear that, or maybe their actions or how they handle you makes you lose self-confidence and self-belief. Now from there you can never be the same person until now you have to go sit back and understand where is the right step beating me, and you realize it was the one thing they did. So you have now to try talk to yourself and try say, I'm gonna put that aside and believe in myself. So when you believe in yourself, you're able to achieve a lot more. That's what I believe. Because from self-belief, you can make the choices. I'm a good shooter. I'm gonna shoot no matter what. I'll shoot the first one. It goes out. I understand that it went out. I'll shoot again. I'll shoot the third, the fourth, the fifth. They'll start flowing. From there, now confidence builds up, and that player, I've come back. This is me now. You're gonna feel me. So that is the most important. First, self-belief. Other than that, I'll talk about discipline.
Yes.
Motivation is like when I say, Cheka, if you win, I'll give you this. That is motivation. If you fail to win, I won't give you that. Or if you win and I decide I'm not giving you that, and again you have to win the second time so that I give to you. The second time you won't win for sure. You won't win even if you have a chance.
Motivation.
Yeah, you have no motivation. But when the discipline is there, for us, when you look at our story, playing handball and becoming elite athletes, discipline comes first. Discipline means what? Today the rain is there, I'm gonna run. Tomorrow sunshine is gonna be there, I'm gonna run. Tomorrow there's gonna be cold and wind, I'm gonna run. That means that is discipline. But when motivation comes in that I have to do this or because I have this and this, no. For us it's about discipline. So discipline, self-belief, and give back to God. Pray to God to give you the strength, the courage to guide you on the path, and to make sure that you are able to do that. And apart from that, do something that is called self-evaluation. So self-evaluation as a player, as an athlete, as a person who is trying to learn, manage your progress. Know what you are good at and what you are terrible at.
Yes.
And what you are good at, make sure you perfect it. But what you are terrible at, make sure you are trying to, this is what I'm good at, this is what I'm not good at. What am I going to do to improve on this? And this one I have to make sure I perfect it. So for me, my style of play, I know there are things that I do naturally, like maybe the umbrella feint and stuff. So if I know I can do that one, I won't practice on that. I'll put much emphasis on this that I can't do best.
Yes.
So when I do that, that means when I come in a game, I'm comfortable doing this and I'm comfortable doing the other thing. So that one will make me a complete player. Other than that, when you have people and people are guiding you to be the best player you can be, you have to listen to them. Always listen to people, listen to what they are saying, and make the final judgment about that. But for every player out there, keep believing in your dreams. Dreams do come true. Dreams do come true. For me, I have a good role model called Kentin Mahi. He's the guy with this jersey, and every other time I meet the guy, we talk and stuff, and it's really good. He keeps inspiring me, and for me, I'm this guy who is like, my goals come before anything, so I have to push myself out to do hard work. Hard work, discipline, self-belief, and trust in God, self-evaluation. Those will make you a complete player.
I think the overall thing is it's all about personal development.
That's the point.
And having someone to look up to. For example, you've talked of Kentin Mayer. He plays for
Gummersbach. In Germany.
I know you are his biggest fan. He's also your biggest fan.
Sure.
I love that. Mm-hmm. So there is this guy called Jim Rohn. Mm-hmm. He talks about personal development and setting goals. Mm-hmm. And achieving them. I know you have set your personal goals. Sure. I have also set my personal goals. And I know you have your personal. I won't ask you about them. But I strongly believe that the chance to set a personal goal for you as a person that wants to play handball, setting that personal goal. Personally, I had this goal of winning the national league in Kenya, winning the Super Cup in Kenya, and playing for the national team. I have achieved all of them, and part of it's not that I hit those goals that I am who I am, but the journey towards hitting that goal is what is fulfilling. The person that you become in the process of getting to your goal is what makes you that person. It will even make the goal easier. A case in point is before we got this chance personally for playing for the national team, this thing that I used to do every day. I used to go to the gym. There are times that you would not be available for training, but I go and train alone. So there is this discipline that this morale, this push.
Your why has to be
the why
bigger.
exactly. Your why has to be bigger than you are. Your why has to be bigger. I mean, you have to have that reason why you are going. So you are doing what you are doing, and the journey to achieving those goals is what is more fulfilling, even far much better than getting those goals. And always remember to tick your goals when you achieve them. Now, Radzi Stower, kuna kitu ingine ningependa kuuliza. I think as we come to the end of this episode, kuna so many things that you envision for the Kenyan handball and handball as a whole, as a culture. How do you see the future for handball
in Kenya?
In Kenya.
Right now, I'm so happy. The federation, at least, everything else is going good. When you see this progress, the under 20, the under 17, they are dominating the East and Central Africa. That they're putting our handball on a map. So, and also they're able to go and perform there at the top where we have the other teams from Africa. It's really good. That means the federation is making a lot of progress, and right now it just gives them the energy to keep going. And I understand if that's the case, because we have hosted the under 20s and under 19s at one point back there in 2024, I think last year. And I think that's a big step along the federation. So people have to be a bit patient, because the federation has to be supported with the Ministry of Sports. But I think right now where they are, I think in the next coming maybe 5 years or something, things are going to be well. And also I've seen there's the two division of Kenya Handball Federation, the two leagues, Premier League and the National League. That's a big step, because we're able to harden the competition and have big teams, strong players and equipped players to be able to perform at the highest level. That's really good, because most leagues usually have two divisions. For us, we used to have one. But now the competition will step up, because the National League, a lot of high school teams and those amateur clubs will be able to feature there. And the top league will have the 12 teams which are strong. And the competition will be stiff. When the competition is stiff, then that means there's competition, there's quality, and players will be able, and teams will be able to come and grow, and it's good. And now when you see Equity Bank coming in the league for now 2-3 seasons, and Sirius there, Ulinzi, now we have other teams planning to come in. The league is gonna grow, handball is gonna grow. So we give it like max 4-5 years, we'll have a difference. And also about the equipment and the facilities, I think they're working on that. We have to get a very standard ground to be able to play, and players to be able to play on their full potential. Sometimes the facilities usually affect how players play, because now you can't compare how the players playing on a carpet and the players playing on sand, or players playing on
I really appreciate that, and I also believe that the handball as a game or as a sport in Kenya is getting bigger. How does the future look for you?
Career-wise?
Yes, Radzi is a graduate. He's a sports person, and I would like to get this vision that you have as a person. What are the short-term goals that you want to achieve, and maybe someone somewhere will get a chance to see Radzi. Radzi, he started from here, he's moved from here to here to here to here. So, how does the future look for you?
For me, first off, before let me start talking from JKUAT. I graduated, and now I coached JKUAT for 2 years as a coach for handball, and I had to resign to go play for Equity Bank semi-professional handball. And from there, I moved from Equity Bank to now full professional at Rwanda Police in Rwanda for the next 2 years. And after there, we'll know if I extend the contract or not. But from there, you can tell the details. There is a steady growth from somewhere to somewhere to somewhere to somewhere. So,
it is quite an inspirational journey. The key takeaways from this episode with my interaction with Radzi has been discipline, because even from the initial stage of his handball journey, tulikuwa tuna train pamoja, we used to work out together, we used to laugh together, we used to hang out together, and we created some level of discipline. Secondly, having someone that you look up to, in this case, Radzi looks up to Kent in Mai. Shout out Kent in Mai, by the way. You are a great guy. So having someone that you look up to is one of the key things that will push you to get to where you are. Another thing is setting goals. Radzi has his own goals. I also had my own goals. I still have many of which I have not yet revealed to you, but I do have goals, and always remember to tick them out when you get them. Another thing is that spirit of teamwork and having that accountability person. Do you have that guy that will tell you, hey, you're going on the wrong direction? Do you have that guy that will tell you, do this to get this? Having that kind of person will really push you to get to where you are. And now we are coming to the close of this episode, and we are creating a tradition whereby the guest that we invite in the show gets a chance to ask a question to the coming guest. So, Radzi Stower, what question do you have? Which one question do you have for the next guest that will be coming?
Okay. Yeah, so my next question is about, let's say, my next question to the next guest is how family and friends affect your career direction, I mean your career progress, and what else? Career progress, career strength, career progress, strength, and stability. How family, friends, and also the guys in charge of you affect your career. Like for me, I would say, let's say family. If your family is the one that is pushing you to the next level in your career, or is it the reason why you are stuck at a certain level in your career or something? So is it how family and friends and the people in charge of you, your boss, your management, your technical teams, and every other person affects your progress in the career? That is my next question to the next guest.
Thank you so much, Radzi Stower. It has been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure, Radzi. Welcome once again, and we really appreciate for setting out your time to come and interact with us. I understand this is a story that will inspire you. It will inspire those young kids. It will inspire someone that seems or thinks of getting to that point of the success that you have achieved.
Sure.
And I'm also happy and proud to have been part of your journey. In the early years, I remember working out together, those things, maintaining, being your accountability partner and you being my accountability partner. It's not an easy task, and I'm so happy that you are in Rwanda. And ukienda Rwanda, say hi to Rashford and Samuel.
Yeah, I'll do that. And you're welcome by there. I hope next year you guys will be coming back in May to play the genocide. You are the defending champion, so you're welcome back.
Yeah, we are very hopeful that it will happen, and we look forward to that.
And I see how it feels to play against you guys.
So you guys, thank you for being part of this journey and this Active Clan podcast. I'm your host, Winston Chekai, and I am inviting you to be part of this journey by not only watching, but just clicking that subscribe button and commenting for us. It will be a plus for us. So thank you so much. See you in the next episode.